Nissan Stadium, home of the Robbie.
Smooth. This one is just that. While you may not know every word, you know the ones that matter. I love that Neil kept the name simple too, Smooth. Why, you may ask? Let's find out.
Okay. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Man, it's a hot one.
Looking at the tracks involved here, you may immediately assume this is just more SoundCloud throwaway meme music. Well, I'm here to tell you you're wrong. Yes, Smooth features possibly the worst, most annoying pop song ever in the history of pop music, as well as a song that made us beg for our musical heroes to just stop. But it also features one of the best examples of how pop music can transcend itself into genuine artistic vision.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
On Smooth, Neil initially uses 1 week, seemingly untouched, over a slice of the Smooth Criminal beat. This wasn't just hitting play on both though, and being done with it. Smooth Criminal seems sped up a slight bit, but that could just be me. I don't have a great ear for that, honestly, let me know. Neil does chop this iconic beat up to help create the perfect backdrop for one of the worst vocal performances on a chart-topping single. Praise Neil. Not far into Smooth, Neil starts playing with the 1 week lyric track, twisting around the timing and utilizing some humorous repetition. You'll actually find yourself not wanting to claw your ears out while listening to this song. That alone deserves all the credit in the world, making the Bare Naked Ladies not only listenable, but interesting. That's unheard of up till this point. It's hard to think that 1 week was everywhere and somehow sold a gazillion copies. Pop music, especially in the 90s, was a uniquely strange place, and Neil fully embraces that on Smooth, with such joy and glee you can't help but get caught up in it. This is most apparent on Smooth's breakdown, where he pulls, twists, and pitches the chorus to 1 week, making it dance around the beat like some sort of musical wizard. It's impressive to say the least. Then out of nowhere comes the awful crooning of Matchbox 20 lead singer himself, Rob Thomas. This may seem like it would be a mess at this point, but Neil makes it work incredibly well. One of the funniest moments in Neil's mashup career comes when he masterfully picks out the Harrison Ford line from 1 week and rides it to amazing heights. Smooth is a gem. It'd be very easy to write it off as an all-comedy song at first, but give it a few more spins and before you know it, you'll need to hear it to make it through the day. Let's check in on what someone else has to say.
It's been... Oh, hi. I was just getting ready for my covers of Neil's cover band. But since you're here, let's talk about another song. I'm not that familiar with mashups. They're not something that I seek out all that often, but I can tell the appeal of taking one song that fits with another song and it makes a new song. And I think that's a lot of what Smooth does. It isn't all that difficult to take a popular song and another popular song and put them together. Most songs are going to follow a very similar time signature, especially within popular music. And again, that's not denigrating any popular song or song that people like. Just a lot of times with a few minor edits you can probably mash them together pretty well. And this one works really well in that regard. I didn't sit down and analyze or overanalyze the two songs and see how much he cut out and how much he didn't, but it just seems like he had the notion. I like to picture him, driving in his car, and he just said, wow, those songs work really well together. And the other point I like about this song is that this is another one of his strange obsessions. The Bare Naked Ladies appear quite a bit in a few of his songs, and each time they do, it seems to really work, and this one is no exception. Towards the end of the song, you might get a little bit bored just saying, okay, I get it, they mashed up. There's not a ton. It's not as over the top as Tiger. It's not as big of a meme fest, so to speak, but at the end, he throws in another song, as you probably already know at this point, and it kind of puts it over the top, finishes it off well, and then he goes a little crazy with some of the effects and other things that he does at the end. you know, your Harrison Fords and your Boom and May Babes and all that stuff at the end. It just ties together really well. So all in all, I think this was another good pick. This is a really solid one to present to people if you want to get them interested in what Neil is all about. And I give it 1 Birchmont Stadium, home of the Robbies, out of 1. Praise Neil.